We live in the richest era in human history. More money, more technology, more freedom. And yet, millions of people are lonelier than ever before. Not in poor countries, not in war zones, but in the richest nations on earth. Countries with high salaries, advanced healthcare, clean cities, perfect infrastructure. Still, people there say the same thing. I've never felt this alone. Tonight, we are ranking the loneliest countries among rich nations, not based on emotions, but on data, social isolation rates, single-person households, mental health surveys, time spent alone, trust in neighbors, and how often people say, "I have no one to talk to." This is not about blaming cultures. This is about understanding a modern disease, because loneliness doesn't look like poverty. It looks like success. How we measured loneliness. Before we rank, we need to be clear. Loneliness is not the same as being alone. You can live alone and feel connected. You can be surrounded by people and feel invisible. So we used 5 core indicators. Percentage of people reporting frequent loneliness, single-person household rate, average weekly social interaction outside work, mental health and antidepressant usage, social trust and community participation. Only high-income countries were included. Now, let's begin. Den Canada. Polite, kind, and quietly alone. Canada looks friendly. Smiling faces, polite conversations, apologies everywhere. But under the surface, Canada has a growing loneliness problem. Over 1 in 4 Canadians report feeling lonely on a regular basis. Single-person households have exploded, especially in Toronto and Vancouver. Long winters don't help. Cold weather limits casual social contact. People stay inside. Canadians are kind, but reserved. They don't interrupt. They don't intrude. They don't ask deeply personal questions. And sometimes, that politeness turns into distance. Immigrants feel it strongly. Young professionals feel it. Seniors feel it the most. Canada isn't loud in its loneliness. It's quiet. And that makes it harder to notice. 9 Australia. Sunshine, beaches, and emotional distance. Australia feels social. Barbecues, sports, outdoor life. But looks can be deceiving. Australia has one of the highest rates of people living alone among wealthy nations. Cities are spread out. Suburban life dominates. Cars replace walking. Friendships become scheduled. Spontaneity disappears. And culturally, Australians value independence. You're expected to handle things yourself, emotionally included. Men, especially, struggle to talk openly. Mental health issues rise quietly. Loneliness hides behind humor. Australia doesn't look lonely, but many people feel disconnected once the party ends. Show rate, Germany. Efficient lives, isolated hearts. Germany runs on systems, rules, schedules, and so do relationships. Friendships are deep, but hard to enter. Small talk is minimal. Strangers don't casually connect. If you didn't grow up together, breaking in is difficult. Single living is normalized. Personal space is respected. Sometimes, too much. Elderly loneliness is a major issue. Young adults moving cities lose networks fast. Germany isn't unfriendly. It's structured, and structure can isolate. 7 United Kingdom. Surrounded yet emotionally distant. The UK is crowded. Cities are full. Pub culture is strong, but loneliness is widespread. British culture avoids emotional exposure. People joke instead of sharing. How are you? Fine, even when they're not. Millions report having no close friend, especially men over 40. Alcohol becomes social glue. Remove it, and connection collapses. You're never alone in public, but often alone inside. The 6 United States. Hyperconnected, socially fragmented. America talks a lot, but listens less. People move often. Careers dominate life. Communities reset every few years. Suburbs isolate. Work consumes time. Digital replaces physical. 1 in 3 Americans reports frequent loneliness. Despite social media, or maybe because of it, America is loud, but shallow connections dominate. You know many people, but trust few. 5. Sweden. Independence at a cost. Sweden ranks high in happiness, high income, strong welfare, but also high loneliness. Extreme independence is cultural. Children encouraged to self-manage early. Emotional restraint is normal. Silence isn't awkward, but it can be isolating. Many elderly live alone. Many young adults struggle socially. You don't bother others, even when you need them. 4. Norway. Wealth without warmth. Norway is rich, very rich, but long winters, low population density, and emotional distance compound loneliness. People socialize less frequently. Small circles dominate. Mental health struggles rise during dark months. Nature is beautiful, but isolating. 3. Japan. Surrounded by millions, truly alone. Japan has a word for it. Kodokushi, lonely death. People dying alone, unnoticed. Work culture dominates life. Social expectations suppress vulnerability. Small apartments, long hours, digital substitutes. Loneliness is systemic. 2. South Korea. Fast lives, broken bonds. One of the richest nations, one of the loneliest. Hyper-competition, long work hours, social pressure, elderly poverty, young adult isolation. Suicide rates reflect emotional collapse, connections sacrificed for success. Satuna, Singapore. Perfect city, empty rooms. Clean, efficient, safe, and deeply lonely. Extreme work culture, high single living. Low emotional openness, success without softness. Final thought, why this matters. Loneliness kills. As much as smoking, as much as obesity, and wealth didn't save us. If anything, it accelerated isolation. The richest nations forgot one thing. Humans don't survive on money. They survive on connection. And without it, even paradise feels empty.